Yo, 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 it's DJ Meth Teeth.
I cannot chew.
Caviar City's #1 DJ is spinning all the EDM hits. And when I'm not amped up or when I want to chill out, which is never because I'm always on meth, I listen to Pod Caviar. It takes my high to another level. If you're smart, if you're amped up, if you're jiving, if you're on drugs, if you want to zone out, listen to Pod Caviar. It is the best. DJ Meth Teeth out.
The campers went home.
That's one of the best podcasts ever. Ever. Top 5 dead or alive.
Welcome to Pod Caviar, all-season content. Welcome to 2019. Welcome, Graham, from 1 Gram Army to Pod Caviar. How's everything going?
It's pretty good, man. We just broke the seal on 2019 on the 1 Gram Army podcast, and we covered a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine what's going to happen here.
Hell yeah, man. I know we talked about the need to downsize the New Year's celebration when we're at the stage in life where we're at. It makes it seem like we're at fucking 90, but I assure you we're not.
No, it's wise, because I know plenty of people our age who are still behaving like maniacs on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And it looks more and more exhausting every time I see one of them on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. For me, what I was saying was I like bringing in the new year, not on a really a lot of energy level, but the midpoint of energy where it's just balanced and everything is kind of chill, you know, and you can get up, dance or whatever, but you're just having a good time in a place that you know is going to be, nothing's crazy going to happen. So, you know. Hell yeah.
I was high on shrubs, cooling in my Escalade. Man, I'm paid, I got it made. Take me to your special place. Close your eyes, show me your face. I'm gonna piss on you.
Yeah, so this has been stuck in my head for the last week.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
This is the wildest documentary.
Your body is a porta potty.
Yeah, that's the part I was waiting for. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also intended on bringing this up on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But we had plenty to talk about. This thing where everyone's just now discovering that R. Kelly is a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone already knew
that. He had the tape out in the early 2000s, man. That was when that's when everybody was really like, hold on, wait a second.
Yeah, when Chappelle was early 2000s.
Yeah,
this is him.
That's him making fun of it.
He
Yeah,
made 2 music videos.
Yeah, he did.
About R. Kelly,
and then
being
it's like,
gross.
what? Nobody now. Don't act funny now.
Right.
That you didn't know? No, you knew.
You knew.
Everybody knew.
Right.
Everybody knew.
No, everybody knew,
Everybody
and
knew.
it was like some kind of charming act he was doing on everybody or what. I don't know.
I don't know what he got, how he got rid of it.
Cognitive dissonance, I guess.
Yeah,
is the best way to look at it.
Yeah,
I don't know why that was news. But the only thing it did for me was had me walking around my house for the last 3 days going, your body is a porta potty.
I did
Pee
no
on
shit.
you.
Do the
Drip,
whole
drip, drip.
yeah, that shit. I wanna piss on you.
Come and
Drip,
braid
drip,
my
drip.
hair. Yeah, I was walking around.
And you got to do the fingers too. The
no.
raindrop fingers. Drip, drip, drip.
It's
yeah.
a very important part of the whole situation there. Yeah.
Aside from that scandal, yes, Dave Chappelle really did that. I mean,
Neil
they need to bring
Brennan-
that back.
You know, Neil Brennan, who was Dave Chappelle's writing partner for the Chappelle Show, has now done like some pretty incredible stand-up comedy lately. He sent out a tweet where he was saying, there's that skit they wrote where he's Tron and he goes to jail or whatever. And they're asking him about to be a juror in all these trials. They're talking about R. Kelly. And he's like, that piss could be digital, man. And then the R. Kelly defense really actually
heard that.
used
Right.
the argument at one point that the piss was digital.
Right.
Like, where'd you get that idea?
Right.
From a joke.
But
about
then
that dude.
The
best thing that came,
but that's how it is.
the best thing that came from the whole thing is that Dave Chappelle bit where he's like, man, R. Kelly's mad at me. I ran into him in Chicago and he was like, oh man, how you gonna make a video about somebody peeing on somebody? And he was like,
how you gonna do
make
that?
a video about somebody peeing on somebody? That's like Dave Chappelle got so much mileage out of that.
All right.
And it's surprising to me that it didn't go any further. Dude, after that video came out, you remember the Fiesta song?
Yeah.
There was a song on the radio in Chicago when I was a teenager, like in Chicago, where R. Kelly is from, that was like, molester. Like, and it's like, pull up to the middle school with my mom, molester.
Oh,
like,
my
it was
God.
it was a whole thing.
Right.
And
And
it
now
just-
people are shocked. You
Right.
know, up in arms now.
No, yeah, now that everyone's
Right.
concerned.
Yeah.
It just seems to be the way it goes that, like, the internet now, if you run out of stuff to be outraged about or interested in, just walk backwards.
Yeah.
It all just becomes a big cycle.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
I'm waiting for the day Twitter goes all a tither about, David Koresh or something.
Oh my God! Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
It has to be.
With today's times, there are going to be a lot of sympathizers towards David Koresh and
Of course.
and what he was doing. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, imagine the power those people would have had like Twitter existed then.
Oh my God! I always say that there's.
Could you imagine tweets from inside the compound?
Oh my God! There's a Venn diagram of serial killers, and then over religious people, and in the middle, it's more of normal civilization where you have a lot of us, and then sometimes you might have somebody that will move to the left a little bit and commit murder or some shit, or just move to the right a little bit and become a televangelist where people just give them money and all this shit, and believe that they're healing people and all that.
Yes, the master
But-
manipulators.
Yeah,
The people who are wired to have no actual emotions about the things they do, or any understanding.
And then they're so convincing, and they know how to gain a following, and
Well,
then
and
what
so
say what people want to
insulated,
hear.
too.
That's true.
R. Kelly was so insulated. And it was funny to me, too. This was, like 2 years ago when all those women were like, R. Kelly was holding us hostage in his house.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
probably.
Yeah, no shit.
When
Like
you,
you
like-
knew what type of person he was.
Yeah,
you know?
I know you're 18 years old, but you have Google. Like,
Yeah.
pretty sure if you're like R. Kelly safe into Google, it'd be
Right.
like, not.
Like, call the authorities immediately.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Please turn on location. Please turn on location.
But that's just the name of the business. What's going to happen next? Is he going to be charged? Is he going to be tried for anything? I don't know. They threw Cosby in jail.
Yeah. Well, see, and now naturally, this always leads to people being like, "Well, Weinstein's not in prison," or
Right,
these other.
yeah.
But these other people were recently convicted, and here's my listen: Bill Cosby did it for a long
ass time. Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It strikes me the same as the conspiracy that like the government killed Prince because he was getting ready to do something. Mike, that's a real conspiracy that like,
What was Prince going to do?
the white man killed Michael Jackson and Prince to stop them from doing something. I'm like, that'd be like if you
What
were
did
like,
he do?
I
They've
need to
done
stop
enough.
I need to stop the Beatles. Kill them now.
They're about to do something.
Yeah,
Gotta get rid of.
unless you have a time machine, like
I mean, honestly, what are they gonna do?
Two of the most insanely
What
successful
are they gonna
people
do?
in the world.
Was Prince gonna
Kill
run for
them
president,
now.
and then when they get to him on a debate, he just whips out a guitar and starts the fucking the
Yeah.
solo from Purple Rain,
Apparently,
and then get everybody votes for him off of that.
from what I understand, apparently it has to do with some sort of musical thing they were gonna do. that was
Really?
gonna.
And
And I'm
it's
like,
gonna topple the civilized
government,
world.
maybe the government did us a favor because a Prince Michael Jackson collaboration could not live up to whatever was in your mind.
It definitely would not have.
It wouldn't.
There's no way.
It wouldn't have been good.
Uh-uh.
There's zero chance you would have heard it and been like, "Oh my God, my
Right.
life," or they would have had done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So maybe I don't know.
Like
It's
David.
one of those things.
Yeah.
The lizard people though.
David.
Lizard people pulled that. They said
Yeah,
they
no,
gotta go.
that was what it was.
The lizard people.
The lizard people.
The lizard people
killed Michael Jackson.
Now,
and
listen.
Prince to
If
prevent them from
there's
being
really lizard
successful.
people, and then we end up looking like idiots for laughing at this, so be it. That's a bet that I'm willing to make 100% of the time because
Every day.
fuck you. You've never given us any proof of lizard people besides Photoshop pictures.
Or have you seen where the proof that they're lizard people is like a video from someone's stream where like it gets pixelated and they'll be like, that's because they were trying to maintain their form.
Of course.
But they couldn't, and that pixelated the screen.
Yeah.
Because it's an energy out.
Yeah.
So
if there's lizard people, I mean, come on. If it,
but
I don't know.
People will be convicted, and I don't think that R. Kelly will be convicted of anything.
No.
I mean, he's definitely going to go to court at some point soon.
He's been to court though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess over all of that stuff.
yeah. He
And
went to court before. Remember when he was wearing the Zorro mask?
And yes, I do remember he was wearing the Zorro mask. One of my favorite
That was
moments.
not R. Kelly. That was Z. Kelly.
Yeah. And well, and also, I mean, basically, my entire conscious existence, the majority of my conscious existence, has in some way had something to do with the fact that R. Kelly's a fucking pedophile and a pervert.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Aaliyah, her rise to stardom was based on the fact that R. Kelly was having sex with her when she was 14 years old.
Yeah.
And she put out a song called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
That he wrote.
Yeah. For a girl, a girl
fucking
he married when she was 15
Yeah,
and
and
falsified the court documents.
Right.
That's not, I have not seen this R. Kelly documentary, by the way.
I haven't seen it. I've seen clips. I've seen people talk about it.
I have
but
seen people talk
we
about it.
lived through this.
Right.
When it was happening.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck?
I haven't seen the documentary, but I know what happened.
Yeah.
Because I remember it.
Right.
Because for my entire adult, my
It's like,
entire
dude,
consciousness, even from when I was a kid.
That's like people getting up in arms over an OJ documentary, and we're like, well, we lived through
Right.
it. So,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? It's just that this new generation is getting hip to the fact that R. Kelly is a pervert. That's
Right.
all it comes down to.
But that
everybody already knew.
Yeah, and see, and that information though has always been readily available.
It has been, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like every time someone would bring up R. Kelly to me, as a matter of fact, the dude that hosts the I Say That to Say This podcast, King Bo Christ, he did like an episode where he was like playing music. It was like sort of a trial thing. It was fine as an episode goes, but he was kind of like playing new music that he liked. And he played like Feeling on Your Booty and a few other R. Kelly songs off of TP2, and I was like, yeah, I remember the early 2000s. That was the shit, you know? And then it was like, wow, that kind of ran its course because it's hard to listen to that music considering that guy has sex with children.
Pervert, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And everybody knew that.
Everybody knew
For
that.
some reason,
Nobody
and
gave a shit. The
he's not-
Boondocks did the perfect episode about this
Yeah.
shit. It doesn't matter what he does. As long as he drops a fire album and does some dance moves, they'll have people out there going crazy for R. Kelly.
What's coming next? Do you think that all of this is just leading up to an R. Kelly album release?
Yes.
Like maybe by the
He
time
would
this
be
podcast
stupid
is
not
out,
to release an album.
like right now.
But I feel like the album is going to be off the chain.
yeah, it
And
would
then
have
that's
to
really
be.
gonna show who is still focused on the fact that he did what he did and who's just a fan of R. Kelly and
right.
looking to overlook
Yeah, what?
that.
Yeah, what if he really just
willing to overlook that? Yeah.
put out something that was transcendent?
Right.
Like, it's like the greatest musical
Yeah,
event
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
How quickly would I be like, yeah, but have you heard that album?
All right. That would be the
he
Boondocks
could put-
episode coming to life. I swear to God.
Because he could put out a bullshit album though, and and still a whole lot of people would be like, "It's R. Kelly, I love him. He's forgiven."
Yeah.
But he will slink back into the shadows again.
He will.
And it's and that again, it's one of those things about the news cycle where now people get all enraged about something that we already knew about, or get enraged at some new information based on old information.
Hashtag curse. Once you become a hashtag, then everybody's gonna.
We do have this thing to where like we have information and then we hear it again from a different angle and then we get more angry. It's like who's the running back for Baltimore?
Ray Rice.
Yeah. So Ray Rice, it was like, oh, you heard that he punched his wife. And everyone was like, we're angry.
Yeah.
And he had already told the NFL that it happened.
Right.
And everyone was like, we're angry, so we'll suspend him for X amount of time.
Yeah.
And then a video came out of him dragging her unconscious body out of the elevator. Oh, you're suspended for even longer.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And the NFL's backing up. And then the video comes out where you actually see him knock her out.
Yeah. Yeah.
My question at the time was, well, what the fuck do you think happened before he was dragging her body out of that elevator?
Right. Right.
When I saw that video, I wasn't like, I'm more outraged than ever. I was as outraged as I was going to get at the first part of the story.
Yeah.
He knocked his wife unconscious in an elevator.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, shit, that's huge.
Really, if anything, the video exonerates him in my mind in some ways, because in my head, I was thinking he was like grabbing her by his shoulders and like smashing her head into the side of the elevator. You know,
no, he fucking, he decked her.
Yeah. But
that was it.
But what did you think happened?
That's true.
Before
no. When I first saw the story, when it was like he caught into a physical altercation with his wife, I'm like, oh, he knocked her the fuck out. Yeah. I didn't need a video to reinforce that. Of course, the video was like, oh shit. But at the same time, it's like, well,
I maxed out at oh shit, watching him drag her unconscious body out of the elevator. I was like, Jesus Christ,
right?
What? Like, what is going on here?
Right, and then it's like, oh, here's the video of him punching her out.
But how did you think we got there? You know what I mean? Like, and why is that a new level of outrage? And then he has to be punished again.
Right.
Like, then that's definitely how the internet and people's mind works. It's like, well, I know we killed a bunch of children in Syria, but until you pile the bodies up in front of my house, dude, a man really once told me that he would believe about the massacre in Connecticut when those kids got killed when they laid the bodies at his feet. And this is just some dude in a bar. And I was like, damn, dude, that's your burden of proof, is that every horrible thing that you don't want to think about has to be laid right before you.
Yeah. So September 11th.
Yeah, and that's what they should have done.
Right.
Was load all that horrible shit into refrigerated vans and drive it to Atlanta and lay it at your feet. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's crazy.
Kind of thought process.
That's wild. But there's still people out there that think that was fake, and that the parents that were crying and were distraught were what were they called? Crisis actors.
Yeah. Well, that leads back to the Ray Rice thing. There were football fans.
Yeah.
Who were like, well, maybe she slipped. You know? And then there were people who were like, oh, he definitely hit her, who didn't really necessarily believe themselves because they're so used to saying that. Yeah. And I'm like, no, in this instance, he told Roger Goodell, he was like, I punched her in the face until she was no longer conscious.
Right.
And then I dragged her body out of the elevator. Well, you saw the video of dragging the body out of the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why does the approval rating drop after the actual punches scene?
Because people were told that this was the bad thing. He's the bad man.
You can't fill in the gaps, though.
A lot of people today don't have that. They don't have that.
Yeah, they gotta see
that self-thinking ability anymore. No. And a lot of people are they're pushed behind what the mass media and the social media tells you what to be mad about. That's just how it goes now.
You can literally make up whatever you think happened.
Yeah.
And that can be reality for you too.
Yeah.
You know,
but the outcome is still he did some fucked up shit, and deservingly so. He was blackballed from the NFL.
But it is weird that you would have to see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe for me, because when I was a teenager. I was at someone's house, and they were like, "Look at this!" And I watched a video of R. Kelly pee on a girl that I did not. I mean, at the time, it's hardly qualifies as watching underage porn because I was 15.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I don't think we would have gotten in trouble for that. No.
Yeah, but
No.
that tape was everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because like the original tape began getting copied 5 miles from where I was at when I saw it.
Right. And that was back, VHS tapes were still, because I remember watching it on the VHS tape. So that's a lot of transferring to get it from Chicago all the way to the East Coast of Baltimore where I was, and then everywhere.
And then, well, of course, because at some point someone who mass-produced videotapes had to at some point been like, well, just tonight for an hour. Make a lot of copies of this.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, but damn, that's wild.
Yeah. But it's crazy but see, I'm already past the shock of having seen it for, I don't know, 18 years now or whatever.
Right.
More.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? More than that. I have been past being like, oh, R. Kelly's a pervert. And now, though, it's documentary.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
one more thing.
Okay.
There was enough circumstantial evidence against Michael Jackson not being a weirdo that I was able to look past it. Also, to quote Dave Chappelle, he made Thriller. R. Kelly never made Thriller.
That's true.
R. Kelly is pretty overrated.
Yeah. Never made Thriller. He never made Purple Rain.
He made Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did none of those things.
Right.
He is the king of R&B that the R&B industry made you listen to for a long time.
That's true.
Gotham City is a terrible fucking song.
Yeah.
It was on everywhere for 4 straight years.
Yeah, I hated that shit.
And Feeling on Your Booty is dumb.
That's
dumb ass
That whole
song.
era is the reason why I switched to Sirius Radio and just stopped listening to local broadcasts. And I'm sick of it.
Feeling on Your Booty is a dumb, terrible song with a whack beat to boot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to that song from front to back. Like, I don't. When it came on the radio, I turned it off. Once I got Sirius Radio, I never heard
I've
it
listened
again,
to I've
never just
as a young man in Chicago who
I know in
hang out
Chicago
with
it was
women,
like
you had to hear that. I've heard that record. I've owned that record.
Damn.
Yeah. I've heard that album
shit.
back to front. You know.
Damn.
But hey, at one point in my life, I liked Limp Bizkit. So
Limp Bizkit was banging back in the day.
it's unlistenable.
It's horrible now. Yeah, I wouldn't.
The Deftones
know.
are the only band that's escaped that era of music. I
would say Limp Bizkit. No, not Limp Bizkit. Linkin Park for a little while.
A bit.
Yeah.
But you know what Linkin Park did? They never changed it up.
Yeah.
It was they made the same song 10 times on every album.
Yeah, and that's really what they peaked really early, and you know.
Yeah. But Limp Bizkit and Korn I used to like too. So
yeah,
being like, oh well, when I was slightly older than that, I liked R. Kelly does not excuse R. Kelly.
Nah.
And doesn't make him not overrated.
Right.
I have a deep knowledge of R. Kelly's catalog, and this is the part that's has not come up in this conversation. People are acting like a king has been dethroned. And I'm like, no, the emperor didn't have any clothes on to begin with.
That's true.
And he was peeing on children.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his music wasn't that good.
That's true.
He has like 3 or 4 songs that are like, wow, that's some transcendent singing.
Yeah.
I Believe I Can Fly is better than everything else in his catalog.
You got to look at it. His fan base is mostly African American people. And we as a people will ride or die with a lot of shit. So you got to look. OJ went through that whole thing, and people still are OJ fans.
This is taking a turn.
R. Kelly did, allegedly. He was never tried in court, allegedly.
Clearly,
and
definitely
OJ's allegedly
did.
too, because he was
acquitted.
Yeah. So R. Kelly, and then you go down the line.
See, you're
all
talking
this
shit about 2 very clearly innocent men.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. That's where people lean on the process. He was never guilty, but like he was, Yeah. There's more of an argument that OJ didn't do it than there is an argument of R. Kelly didn't do it. Because everybody's kind of. Yeah. Not even kind of. Everybody's literally like, come on, like
Right. Exactly.
Come on.
Like, you got out of that.
Come
How?
on. You put your arm into that fireplace and then you're like, oh shit, god damn, that's
Yeah.
hot. Everybody's like, come on.
I
you
guess
knew.
because when he
You
showed
knew.
up to court in the Zorro mask, we were kind of like in the heat of like the wars and like the world was kind of on fire and just in the background.
Yeah, but at the same time, we had To Catch a Predator, so those guys were normal guys. So, quote unquote, they didn't have Grammys on the shelf and all this money, so they didn't have a public image of women throwing panties on the stage.
I'm going to be Chris Hansen and you're going to be R. Kelly, and we're going to shoot it in my kitchen. Don't forget this.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm in celebration mode because the Bears are starting a playoff game in. We gotta
Yeah,
wrap
we
this
gotta
up.
go, yeah.
Not just yet, but pretty soon.
Yeah, but like I was saying,
yeah,
yeah.
no, we're doing that. Don't forget that. I'm
Yeah,
Chris
no,
Hansen.
no,
R.
that
Kelly,
shit is gonna
and
bang.
We need to do
yeah.
it soon.
Yeah,
we need to do it.
we need to do
real
this shit
soon.
real soon.
Like next weekend.
We got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Next weekend, yeah,
Next
we're
weekend,
doing that.
we're gonna do it.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, that may be what we do next weekend instead of doing podcasts. Sorry,
Yeah,
but yes,
yeah.
don't forget that.
Yeah, but
have to do
but what
that.
I was saying is because
my
it's R.
God.
Kelly, the
On that
multi-millionaire R.
note, and I
Kelly.
didn't mention this on my podcast. On that note, the Joe Rogan Kanye West interview is actually about to fucking happen.
No shit, we
Yes.
did that.
We're
I knew it.
responsible
I
for
fucking
that.
Knew it. Yeah.
Fuck, that was the thing I was forgetting when
listen,
we were doing
when
my
I said that
podcast.
2019 we're gonna blow, we there's so much gasoline and all this shit around that's flammable, and that spark is gonna fucking
No, that's
catapult
really
us.
happening.
Yeah,
People are like going nuts on the internet about it. Because Kanye West tweeted, he was like, just got done speaking to Joe Rogan. The podcast is happening.
yeah.
The only thing that could have been better is if he was like, I'm feed up. Feed up about this podcast with Joe Rogan. Ugh.
Oh my goodness, this is it. This has been a great episode.
I assume so.
Yeah, no, this has been
Too
banging.
much. Damn it,
For
man.
the 1st
I'm-
episode of the new year.
Now this
2019.
is the thing I'm disappointed about in the episode of my podcast we did is that I forgot to mention
yeah.
the Joe Rogan Kanye West thing.
Yeah.
Although if you follow either of us on social media, we're about to start blamming the hell out of that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag this already happened.
Right.
I posted on one of Joe Rogan's posts today where it was like someone that did like a painting of him interviewing Kanye West, and I was like, this already happened. What is this, the simulation? And
Yeah.
then posted the link to the video because
Yeah.
it's already happened. We were
Dude.
way out in front of that shit.
Dude, what?
Yep.
And we're gonna do it again.
Look, what if
We're gonna do it again.
What if we do R. Kelly and Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen, and then like Chris Hansen ends up being the one who interviews R. Kelly?
Yeah, that
about,
could be
like,
it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe he would feel bold enough to stare.
I'm
the
thinking
man
that's
in
what's
the
gonna
face.
happen. Yeah.
Oh, if not, we just put it out
Dude,
there.
if
The algorithm just caught it. Chris Hansen, R.
shit.
Kelly. It just
Oh,
caught it.
man.
You know.
I wouldn't say Chris Hansen or who else would interview him? Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We can't do anything though. Listen, we can't do anything though that risks me being in blackface.
Oh no! Please no! We
can't
We're
do
at the level
anything.
right now that one fucking slip up
Yeah,
would be.
it would just be.
Oh my god!
catastrophic.
Yeah.
Although
No.
it could launch us into stardom, but I'll pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass. I'll pass on that route. I'm not doing blackface.
No,
and I'm
please
not,
don't.
Look, I love you, sir. I'm not going to allow you to go out in the world as being the black dude that was like, oh, it was funny. Blackface, come on.
Just listen. Let's look at it. Just listen to it.
It's
No.
funny.
Give him. Let me finish. Give him a chance. No, what he did was wrong, but it was under the umbrella of art.
Yeah.
And you can't push laws on art. No. Stop throwing shit at me.
I was
I'm explaining.
in the room when he was putting black makeup on his face. Yeah, can't do that. All right, we do need to wrap this up though. Bears playoff game starts soon. I need to light a grill. What else? But I mean, if you got anything else, I'm definitely giving us like a little 5-minute cushion here.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
am I? What time is it actually?
Oh, fuck. It is. It's 4:39. So.
Oh, okay. All right, we need to wrap this up.
Okay, yeah. 443-747-1417 is the number to get in touch with Pod Caviar. This is the most widely available podcast in the world, so it's available wherever you get podcasts from. Check out 1 Gram Army. It is awesome. Him and I are like crossed fingers. We have many episodes together. In 2019, we're just going to get bigger and better. Thanks for listening to Pod Caviar. I was your host, Tony, and I'm out.